My name is Juste Siauciunaite and I'm from Lithuania. I live in London since 2013 and I was working in London Parish with young people at church in a youth club. We had senior, junior youth clubs, and then one day my employer advised me to look for something else, for something further, to something more spiritual or something that would be more connected with Salesian spirituality. So he advised me, my employer, Rob, he advised me to look for something, and I did Google. I came back home and I Googled Christianity-based youth work. And I also Googled Salesian spirituality. Visitation Monastery of Minneapolis, their website popped up first. It was just on the top list. The first thing that caught my eye was a VIP program, which I thought, oh, that's just for me. It's just for me. So I contacted Sister Karen, as she is the coordinator of VIP program. I did contact her by email, and then I did ask her, can we Skype? And she said yes. This summer was wonderful because it was just an amazing opportunity for me to know the sisters, to pray together, to know that balanced life, which we sometimes forget about, that holiness, that wholesome life, which includes prayer and sports and work. Very interesting that this prayer time here comes so natural for sisters. It's very balanced. We pray 4-5 times a day. We have Mass, Saint Mass daily, almost daily. And we have prayer, morning prayer, midday prayer, evening prayer, and night prayer in a chapel. So we sing the psalms. We sing the psalms which are created with using inclusive language. So everybody who is listening those psalms or everybody who is singing them feels welcomed and feels not excluded, but on the contrary, we feel part of a song, and it invites you for that constant face-to-face communication with God, face-to-face encounter with God. It cannot just leave you lukewarm. It always touches your heart, and it invites you and uplifts you, and that's very often gives you a chance to pause for a day, or to pause for a minute, or for a half an hour, to reflect and to invite God into your life again. And it's just a wonderful time, really. I really appreciate that prayer time with sisters. It gave me so much. And of course it does have so much to do with my work, because when you pray and you think about and reflect on those things like fight or justice or injustice or sorrows or sins, or it gives you inspiration to work with marginalized people, very often neglected people. So beginning, I said to the sisters, I will go anywhere where you will send me in terms of my volunteering, in terms of my internship. As an intern, I am to be exposed to various groups and various problems and issues, and I'm not to, alienate myself from people. This visitation between Elizabeth and Mary, and which is inspired by God and ends up with Magnificat and ends up with glorifying God. It just cannot stand between these two ladies. It expanded into the whole world, and this visitation as a background for this community has also the same quality. It's just too good. This glory and this love and this compassion is just too good to be kept for themselves. So of course we went out. Of course we went on Fridays I was working in a homeless shelter as well with many. We used to serve about 200-300 people during dinner time. So all these things, like gave me an opportunity to show compassion, to show respect, and everybody wants to feel that dignity. And of course I worship God in my serving, in my work. Of course I do worship God, and I feel like Mary or Elizabeth, who says, who am I that mother of my God came to visit me? I feel that God visits me in all these people that I encounter. Very often we get our prayer requests, and I also get them from my friends. Oh, since you are in a monastery, pray for this and pray for that. So people keep asking me to do this, and I did the same thing many other times. So this Salesian spirituality somehow strengthens me from the inside, strengthens my attitude, strengthens my faith. This experience gave me the comfort that wherever God leads you, He will keep you, and and that you are free. You are free. You have a choice to love. Yes, I would like you to pray for me. Yes, very much so. Thank you for this offer. I would like to pray for my brother who has difficulties in his family. Now their family is expecting a child, so I'm gonna be an aunt soon. I'm going to be an aunt soon, and he's suffering from some addiction, so I'm just asking for you to pray for him, for me as well, so that my studies continue well, and that I can graduate in 2 year time as a nurse. So I ask you to pray for that. And I just ask you to pray for all the sisters, Visitation Sisters as well, so that they keep healthy and strong and faithful and active as always, inspiring others as always. This place gives you that chance to expand your heart. So I wanted to thank you to thank all the sisters for that, and all the community.